Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Check, 1, 2.
Hi again. How are you?
Now I've got to turn them down. Oh, see, George was asking about the ears, and now we've got plenty of ears.
Oh, nice. Sorry about the loud introduction.
It's okay. It's okay. Rachel, I'm Andrew Miller. I'm the owner of the station. It's good to meet you. And I'm George.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Happy weekend.
Yeah, we got about 8 inches of snow last night.
Holy cow. Were you guys able to get out of your driveway?
We have trucks. It was fun.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We got some that we don't typically get a lot of snow here in Nashville that sticks, but it stuck last night, and yeah, thank goodness for a 4x4, right?
Show how we look. Our tech guy's not sweating, so that's a good thing.
Oh, that is a good thing.
Yep. Yeah. If it shows connected, we're good. Connected, so we're ready to go on platform. Where the auto is, hit it once. Yep. As soon as it's over, we'll go live. 2 minutes. We'll go live. All you gotta do is flip pot 4 on, we're good. You'll turn the key and then turn it up. Thanks for doing this with us. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Is that good? We'll go live with this. You can see Joe's head just outside of the screen, but he's leaning over, trying to look at our monitor.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'm a DJ. I know good music. know as much as I know. About 35, 40 seconds. I'm excited. Coming on with the show. Pause itself.
No worries. I'm gonna grab my ear real quick.
Okay. All right, welcome people out there at WVRC Radio. As you guys listening in on the radio, walking around with your iPad or iPod on. I don't think there's a lot of people walking around today. There's about 8 inches of snow here in Roane County, West Virginia. So I hope a lot of people are cozy up at their own house with a nice warm coffee, as I have as well, because the snow has pelted us here in Roane County, Calhoun County, and the surrounding counties, our listening area. So I hope people have the station turned off. If you don't, we appreciate you all joining us live on our Facebook account, WVRC Radio Station. And of course, all these things will be uploaded to our podcast site later. And we'll also have it uploaded to our YouTube channel, the video. And we're very, very happy and thankful to be joined here on this Saturday by recording artist Rachel Lipsky. Rachel, thank you so much for coming and joining our little country radio station here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited you guys came in on a Saturday, and celebrating a release weekend.
Absolutely. We've got something really cool to release and help you guys promote here today. Before we do that, though, let's start from square one. Where did you come from?
So originally I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I've been in Nashville for quite a while. I'm almost a local now, but I live in Nashville, Tennessee. My husband's from Point Pleasant, West Virginia, so we love West Virginia.
Nice, nice. So the Colorado thing, the 8 inches of snow that we were talking about, you're like, that's weak, right?
That's so much fun to me. I love the snow. I don't get enough of it here in Nashville.
So growing up in Colorado, when did you find out that you had a passion for music?
I always knew. My mom said I was singing before I could even talk. And I always had that fire that I knew I wanted to be in music. And my parents always put me in choirs at school and church, and did musical theater through junior high, high school. And then got an amazing opportunity to open up for Toto when I was 16.
Wow.
And Shelley Wright the next year. And I was just, trying to figure it out. Both my parents were not in the music industry, so they were trying their hardest, trying to, help me find the path on how to go, and, just keep working my way into it. I think everyone has a different path.
You say you mentioned Toto. You're opening up for Toto. Was it always a country music vibe for you, or did you have different genres of music you like to play at first? Did you just settle on country music immediately, or did you work through different phases?
Yeah, I went through different phases when I was younger of craving different kinds of music. So I would want to I grew up listening to John Denver, Mary Chapin Carpenter, Dwight Yoakam, but also my parents would put on ZZ Top and Joan Jett and Blondie, and I would crave different music all the time. So I went through a phase where I only wanted to listen to rap or classical music or oldies. And I feel like it really helped shape me as an artist, because I can kind of fit in all of those little vibes in that vein. And I just love to play music that moves me. So you get a lot of that influence from all of those genres.
Well, speaking of that, Rachel, the new release is evident in that. You nailed
They
it. You nailed it.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. It always goes by too quickly. Jeff Copeland produced it. He played every instrument on it except the drums. He murdered it.
Yes.
You think of the when I hear the influence of Joan Jett, I immediately thought of, well, if nothing else, the video to Ready Set Whiskey.
Yes.
I felt that with Joan Jett in there, and of course you got the black hair, of course. It was a really good video, number one. But the song obviously we're rocking that one crazy here.
And
Thank you so much.
Speaking of Ready Set Whiskey, explain what Whiskey Wednesday is to the folks that may not.
Yeah, every Wednesday on social media, we celebrate Whiskey Wednesday, and there's going to be more integrated very soon. But you know, we play a little snippet of the music video, or you know, we come up with a fun recipe for whiskey, and you know, Whiskey Wednesday is something to be celebrated. It's the middle of the week, or ready for the weekend, you know.
Well, like you told me here the other day, every day's Whiskey Wednesday.
Yes.
That's not allowed. That's not allowed here, George. I'll never get any work done.
Well, you know.
I know.
Well, I tell you what, we'll shut down the station early on Wednesdays for Whiskey Wednesdays. How about that?
That sounds good.
That's awesome. I love it.
So, Rachel, once you find out what your passion is, you find out kind of all the influences you have, then it's time to learn how to become a recording artist, an artist in basics, in that you have to go work, you have to go travel, you have to go record things, you have to tour. Where did that begin for you? And was that a learning experience? Because a lot of people we talk to, they're like, wow, I didn't know just how much of a grind this was.
Yeah, I think there's an idea that it's a glamorous lifestyle, and it's hard work, and it is super fun, and you really gotta love it to really get into it. But you know, it's never been more of an exciting time to be an independent artist in music, because now you don't have to go through the gatekeepers. You can get directly to your audience. But now there's a lot more people trying to get attention from everyone. So there's a lot going on. So trying to figure out how to stand out, you know, and get those goals that you've been dreaming of, like going, you know, playing at the Grand Ole Opry, getting a CMA award, you know, all these things, and just being on the road all the time, you know, and being out there with your fans, recording music, and trying to figure out how to, you know, not be a tree that falls in a forest, you know, and not really get heard. So it definitely, and it's ever changing, because new social media platforms are constantly becoming more popular and less popular, and trying to figure out how to stay in the game with all the new technology.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword. The freedom of being an independent artist is really, really nice, and not to have to deal with some of those higher ups. But again, as you mentioned, a lot of people trying to do that. So how do you stand out in the crowd? Number one is you tour a lot. Number one. Number two, you get in touch with your fans. And we've already seen you be able to do that from our vantage point. And again, just getting to us is an awesome thing for us. And hopefully that helps the fans that have listen to your music on our station, get to know you just a little bit better and maybe search you out a little bit more. I think, I talk to a lot of artists who say that you absolutely have to love what you're doing because there is a lot of other stuff that goes into it that will wear you down. But do you find that once all of that stuff is over and you step on stage, it goes back to just the love of music?
Yes, absolutely. And the fans are king because it's fun to play new music out there. And when you get on that stage, you're okay. Like you can just, it's party time. You can let all that other stuff go and just enjoy the moment with your fans and be one. And, because there's, there's people in the industry that you want to get their, get their opinion about your new song or whatever. And they may not love it, but your fans love it. So you gotta kind of learn how to sift through, what truly is best for the fans, what songs are connecting with the fans, and go from there.
Is there a music version of Critics Review versus Rotten Tomatoes? That's what you need. That's what you need.
That's what we need.
The fan review versus the Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. That's so smart.
Well, Rachel, obviously we have you on here. So I'm going to let George ask you a little bit or talk about how we got connected, how you guys got connected. And it's a very interesting connection between the two.
Yes. My mini-me, my son, back at Thanksgiving time, he said, "Dad, you've got to hear this young lady." He said, "You are going to flip." And I said, "Okay, son. Okay." Because it takes a lot to impress me. And
Wow.
when he brought the CD with him, I went and picked him up and brought him down here for Thanksgiving. And we put it in the CD player coming down the road and played it about 4 times, I think, all the way through. And I mean, I was highly impressed.
Thank you.
And couldn't wait to get down here, get with this guy, and say, "Hey, what do we need to do to get some of this stuff on?"
Well, I've owned this station for 8 months, Rachel, so it doesn't take much. Just let me hear the song, and I tend to be a bit of a music snob, but also I'm willing to give things a chance. But it didn't take much. As soon as I heard Ready, Set, Whiskey, I was like, "Get her on there right now, right now, go, go, go."
Thank you.
Well,
That
again,
is
I'm a big fan of independent musicians. I love finding things and hearing people who have incredible talent, great voices, great musicianship, whatever it may be, who may not be getting that mainstream love, if you call it. Well, I'm putting them on. I want people around here to hear it.
This platform that we've started for up and coming artists, it's gone above beyond what we thought it would do. I mean, it is doing wonderful for artists like yourself. And, we just hope that it gives you the audience that you need to make it over the top.
Thank you so much. I mean, it means a lot from us independent artists, and you're passionate about it, and people can feel that, and that's going to help it explode even more.
Well, before we send out this new single of yours, what do you have coming up, like right now in the immediate future? What plans and goals do you have in this industry for yourself?
I mean, I want to go big. I want to be selling out stadiums, and I want to be on tour, Wednesday through Sunday every week. I want to be playing, the Grand Ole Opry. I want to be winning, CMA Entertainer of the Year and ACM. Being able to do it for a living is the ultimate dream. And and we've already gotten to do so many amazing things, like go overseas and entertain our troops. And we've been able to open for so many amazing people and win some really great contests. And so just got to keep the hustle and the grind going. We are coming back to Cedar Point. I just found out this week. I'm so excited. I'm not allowed to announce the dates yet, but I will let
Oh, I thought we were going to get exclusive
Yeah, right.
info.
you. They would kill me.
I've got an email into them actually about
Good.
possibly getting tickets, and you and I have discussed a couple things that we've got kind of in the back of our minds that we might do if that comes through.
Absolutely.
I need a station of 10,000 watts at least
Exactly.
to get that kind of love. Well, Rachel, we really appreciate you taking your time on a Saturday to join us here. And let's talk about the new single now. George brought this one to me. Of course, he got it from you. This one is not what I was expecting. I saw the name of it, and it never crossed my mind that this was going to be a throwback. And as George said, this is fun.
Yes, this is big time. And I mean, you know, when I heard it the first time, it was like, God, girl, you nailed it. You made it your own.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I hate remakes. I hate remakes.
Yeah.
But
And
you
I'm with
nailed it.
you.
You nailed it.
Thank you. And I'm a firm believer, and if you cannot do it as good or better than the original, you don't even need to put it out there.
That's it.
And I think that we had so much fun with this one, and it's amazing how this song is still so relevant even today. And we felt like the world needed to hear it again.
Yes.
You know, and even decades later, it's just amazing. You know, we always strive as songwriters and artists to be able to write a song or put a song out there that lasts decades and is timeless. And this fits right in the country vein, the format of it. And it was super fun to record it from a female's perspective too.
Yes.
I think that's what makes it so interesting. For those of you that don't know, how did you land on number one, the song? Tell the people what the song is, what the original artist was, and why did you land on this one?
Nothing But a Good Time, originally recorded by Poison. And you know, I'm always listening to the songs that help shape me, and going back to the music you love, just to feel good and to relive those memories and experiences. And it was like one day I was like, why shouldn't I record this from a female's perspective? This is still relevant. The world needs to hear this message again. I think we're all feeling it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
do it.
I think it couldn't have come at a better time.
Exactly.
Oh,
People are so uptight these days. It's almost hard to have a fun conversation with somebody anymore.
yeah. We just need to have nothing but a good time.
It's it.
Well, there it is. That's Rachel Lipsky explaining what the new song is. It is Nothing But a Good Time, and it's originally by Poison, but I love the female version of it. How about we listen to it on the radio station?
Exactly.
All right, we got Joe ready to load it up here. Let's go. Let's hear it.
All right, so we're going to play it live on the radio. If you're on Facebook Live, you won't be able to hear it due to copyrights, but if you have the radio, crank it up.
Crank it up. Just until we don't hear it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So we can hear it. It's so good.
Thank you.
I don't know if you can hear it, but
I can't.
you've heard it.
Yeah.
She lived it.
Yes.
Yeah, Rachel, I lucked out. I was in the studio the other day, and George grabbed me. He goes, "Hey, you have to listen to this." And
Thank you guys.
mind blowing.
Hey, flip 4 off so we're not talking over them. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that way we're not talking on the radio while she's,
Oh, good. Website.
and we could still talk,
But
although I'm listening.
I mean, the way that you did this, It's got the originality to it, but you made it your own.
Thank you. I mean, that means a lot because I know this song was crazy popular and
Grew
I'm
up in
so
that
happy.
time frame.
What I've seen from what I hear from this in your voice and what I hear, and again, I go back to Ready, Set, Whiskeys. That was the first one I heard. And what I see from that video is you are a powerful woman. You know, like
Thank
you own the stage, you own your voice. It is so, it's just so confident, it feels.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now Rachel's just looking at us doing this.
I love it.
I'll give her play-by-play. We're in the breakdown on the bridge right now.
Nice.
So Rachel, when are you going to hit the road on tour?
Got quite a bit coming up for April, May, and June. And actually, I'm going to send you the Cedar Point dates so that you know when we'll be there. But
We might just take ourselves up there.
We got an exclusive on that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll just take ourselves up there.
exactly.
I won't give away tickets. I'll give away tickets to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Hey, now,
Sounds like
hey, now what about the IT guy? The
And-
IT guy's got to go too.
Listen, I can give him the joke. If he technically, I don't know why you say you technically don't work, or you work here, basically.
Well,
If it
because-
wasn't for you, we wouldn't stay on the air.
the Magic Man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his daughter is
5.
5, and she is our late night tech support.
Oh, I love
Something
it.
happens with the station. I don't care if it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It wakes her up, and she'll come out and say, "Dad, you got to fix the station."
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're back
She's
on the
already-
radio, and we appreciate you guys listening in. That was Rachel Lipsky, Nothing But a Good Time. And again, that's your new single out. And I tell you what, it is, as George said, it is really, really good. I love the version. I love it's a female voice. And I wouldn't have liked to have heard it from a weaker female voice. I wanted to hear it, as I mentioned to you. You have such a powerful voice. You own your voice in a confident way. And it had to be that kind of a voice to do that song. I'm glad you picked it, and I'm glad you recorded it. And then third, I'm glad you were here for us to play it.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for playing it and supporting me.
Absolutely. Rachel, thank you so much for taking time out of your day here on this Saturday. We're very happy this thing worked out. We're very happy you were open to coming here on Facebook and doing this. And of course, through our radio station. And you will be touring. When's your next tour dates? We were talking about a little off the air there. Other than the Cedar Point.
Oh yeah. So April 8th will be in East Tennessee. Got a few other got a lot more East Tennessee, St. Croix, Cedar Point gigs. Also, we'll be singing the national anthem at the Nashville Sounds baseball game again. We're getting back out there, and keep an eye on my website, rachellipsky.com, to keep up with all the current tour dates. You guys can sign up on Bands in Town for free, and then that way, when we come close to you, you can get notified when we're coming to your city.
And Joe just sent a thing across our screen that said that we'd like to get you to record us a station liner.
If you would, fingers crossed.
Put her on the spot.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Put her on the spot. So those of you out in Radio Land, we're going to go back to our regular programming. We're going to stay here for a second so we can get a liner recorded by Rachel Lipsky, and we'll get it on the radio station. But thank you all for listening in on WVRC 104.7 FM. Rachel, thank you. You can say anything you want to the fans out there right now.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for your amazing support. Thank you for giving me a chance. For those of you that have just now hearing about me, I can't wait to connect more together. And you are listening to 104.7 FM WVRC. My name is Rachel Lipsky.
Wow, she did it perfectly. Perfectly. All right, you could flip off pop 4 right there. You could go back to our regular recording and hit play. Yes, yes. Rachel,
Yes.
thank you so much. I tell you, this was awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys coming in on a Saturday and doing this interview. I really appreciate it.
We'd do it any day. of the
Yeah,
week.
yeah, it wouldn't
Trust me.
matter.
Yeah,
Keep in touch
That's
with us. Let us know about the Cedar Point stuff, and we'll keep following. Okay.
sounds great.
Thank
And
you.
Let us know the next release
Oh, will do. Absolutely.
date. All right, girl. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.